Doobie. Oh, Mercedes, the lights are off again. Why do you keep turning the lights off every time? Could we not at least have the light on in the bloody porch, Mercedes, for God's sake? Oh, now I've got to try and find my way. Let me feel around. Okay, that's a wall. That feels like a lampshade. That feels like... Hold on a second, that's very phallic. Oh no, it's a dildo! Mercedes, stop leaving your dildo around the house randomly. We could have guests. Oh, it's got bits on it. I need to wipe it off my hands. Oh, right, I need to go wash my hands. Mercedes, get the freaking lights on, you silly moo! Ugh! Right, okay, quick. What's this? Oh, it's a door. Okay, open, and... Ow! Mercedes! Turn the freaking lights on! Oh, what fresh hell is this? What in God's name are those things? Get them off my TV now!
When did you lose your virginity?
Take that, Lord Bear. That's what you get for stealing half of my video on Amberlynn Reid, you posh twat.
Jesus Christ, did you see the state of the... Oh, Chunky! Someone! Ladies and gents, I honestly had reached the conclusion that the Earth itself could not take any more. That there was a limit, a grand limit, on what the Earth was capable of withstanding. But apparently, I stand incorrect and mortified by what I have discovered today. Alex, you bastard! I'll get you back for that! How dare you infiltrate my manor with your disgusting, filthy peasant hands and insert that horror show? That extra bit of earth that I didn't know existed being placed onto my glorious cinema room? You, sir, are an incorrigible delinquent and a twat! Keep laughing with your broken nose, because guess what, sugar tits? I'm going to steal this one from you too, ha 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 ha. Now, one has been exerting oneself to learn what I could about the wild creatures who are apparently rock, earth, and water type Pokemon that have yet to be placed into the Pokédex, or be followed and filmed by Sir David Attenborough, Tammy and Amy Slaton. Now, I'll be honest, ladies and gents, I can't be sure if there is actually two of them. Some of you may have heard of the Slaton Sisters, but I've looked through both YouTube channels and I cannot identify one from the other. Not because they're twins, but because they're so both rotund that their faces look like a warped football. They possess no eyelids, no clear existence of having jaws, or even cheekbones. When they sleep at night, there is no requirement for them to close their bloody eyes, because when they retire and lay down to get comfy, I imagine those folds of pure chunk just slowly slides over their eyes. Very helpful in summer, I would imagine. Now, whilst conducting my research on the Slobber Sisters, I discovered a few things, and we are going to be taking a good, hard look. Well, I say that, but let's back up a bit, shall we? We can't fit them on the screen at the same time. But we will take a good hard look at these individuals, asking ourselves the question, 1. Who are these walking... I bet they don't do a lot of that. But who are these walking, talking bottles of mayonnaise? 2. Why are they so controversial? 3. Why are there so many response videos to them both? And 4. To establish an estimated time on the cataclysmic event dubbed Mukbang Ragnarök. The stories foretold in every religious and cult text for centuries, the destruction of Earth and the solar system as we know it, The fabled day when the Slaton Sisters drive head first on their extra large, extra strong steel reinforced supported mobility scooters into Amberlynn Reid as she's pulled towards Foodie Booty. Gravity, being what it is, will pull these individuals together, thus forming dark clouds and hurricanes. Frogs will fall from the sky. Earthquakes shattering cities, causing tsunamis around the planet. Blue beams of light will raise the faithful to heaven, leaving the faithless to do battle against the forces of mayonnaise, ranch, barbecue sauce, and the mighty dread, thick American sugar-infused gravy. The end is nigh, but don't worry about me. I'll simply shield myself with Diet Cokes and lettuce. Failing that, I'll use all of you peasants as a shield. So before the world is consumed in a flurry of condiments, let's take a look at these two examples of why McDonald's has a salad option in the bloody first place. Now, ladies and gents, before we proceed, we must discern who the Slaton sisters actually are. Who is Tammy Slaton? Who is Amy Slaton? Well, I went hunting with my blunderbuss, Susan Wojcicki, and found the fandom wiki. Pretty hard to believe either of these two have any form of fandom. Perhaps it's people who accidentally fell into their orbit. Who knows? Who knows? Amy and Tammy Slaton are a pair of YouTube comedianesses. Sounds like another condiment, doesn't it? Okay, I won't be using this poorly written, probably written by one of these two, article. Oh, wait, hold on, what's this? Both sisters have an amazing personality. From their videos, seems to be very genuine and decent people. Yes, it was definitely written by one of them. Fantastic. Yeah, these are lies, ladies and gents. These are indeed lies. Let me tell you the truth. The Slaton sisters are a pair of YouTubers who create a variety of content. Despite me dubbing the end of the world Mukbang Ragnarök, they aren't actually mukbang YouTubers. They have indulged, naturally, but that would be inaccurate for me to make that statement. Now, Amy is a marginally larger YouTuber than her sister, and her channel was created during 2014. They both regularly upload vlogs where they fart, burp, eat cataclysmic quantities of food. They both indulged in mukbang videos. Shocker! Tammy smokes a lot, which is probably exacerbating her situation somewhat.
I'm good, how are you? We're just doing some last minute laundromat stuff. I did, but then I got really stressed out and I started smoking again back when I lived with my brother, and I haven't stopped yet. But now that they're getting up in the prices, I'm thinking we're both gonna quit.
They both have horrible quality videos, usually filmed on mobile devices or tablets.
The Whopper, the Impossible Whopper, it is all no meat. I am gonna eat the lettuce off this. Won't eat the bread, but I'll eat. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hi fam, how you doing? Today, Amy and I are doing this fall face mask.
It's like Glam Glow, but it's not. It's a Walmart brand. And it comes with firming. What is it? Right there's her bedroom. You can see it.
Yeah, I got new sheets on my bed.
Yeah, we gotta get some sheets for our new bed, too.
Which begs the question, How am I so bloody small compared to them? And I'm not talking weight. It's okay, I'm not salty, ladies and gents. They both regularly partake in YouTube challenges, and in fact one of Tammy's most popular videos with 1.6 million views is the Chubby Bunny Challenge.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
He tastes good.
I know, right?
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny. Are we counting?
Chubby
I
bunny.
hit 6, 7 for you.
Chubby bunny. That's 29.
Uploaded back in 2014, the Chubby Bunny Challenge, with many a YouTuber partaking in, is a gluttonous challenge in which the person taking part shoves a bunch of marshmallows into their mouths, as many as they can fit really, and they're supposed to say Chubby Bunny. Really, either of these Kentucky-born sisters could have simply shoved their own hands into their mouths and won. Many of the regular uploads these days include beauty, vlogs, makeup tutorials, reaction videos to people who respond to them, reviewing candles, apparently, shilling what appears to be sponsorships, or a lot more likely, Amazon and online stores they like affiliate links. Oh, and Amy, the absolute mad lass, has recently been throwing some major shade and producing parody videos of Amberlynn Reid. Amazing! We will be taking a gander at that later. Fabulous! Anyway, these two are adding to a list of proof that one of the methods you can use to get quote-unquote big on YouTube is to be an absolute morbidly obese train wreck. This presents several thoughts in my mind. 1. Due to the sheer amount of views they both receive on a regular basis, and of course being able to upload as regularly as they do with very low effort content, they most likely do very well with ad revenue. That money is then spent on feeding their food habits, thus sustaining not only their gargantuan sizes, and literally feeding their habits, but keeping the circle of destruction going. And my second thought, much like Amberlynn Reid along with Foodie Booty, the regular response videos that are produced, including this one, feeds into an economy on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not feel that there is anything wrong with making response videos. Calling these people out for self-destruction and scummy behavior, and yes, there is scummy behavior with these two idiots, must be called out. It's important. It's also bloody fun to make these videos, and some are very entertaining. But now we know who they are. A pair of disgustingly overweight hippos who make vlogs on YouTube from Kentucky. Let's find out why they're so goddamn controversial now, shall we?
I like them chunky, 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 and plumpy.
So why are Amy and Tammy Slaton so bloody controversial? Why are there so many response videos? Well, because you asked so nicely, I'll tell you. Both of the Slaton sisters, or rather ogre siblings, have found themselves at the centre of multiple scandals, lies, and probably the centre of the planet. They have been accused of running scams, abusing dogs, bullying when advocating against it, false flagging videos that criticise them, telling lie after lie after lie. Amy was also accused of trying to eat a man in a hotel room. Oh, and earlier on, I accused them of rewriting their fandom wiki to paint them both in a more positive light. Haha, it's quite the epic, quite the saga, ladies and gents. It was one of those two, or a fan, most likely. The Slatons possess quite the collection of dramas, scandals, and debauchery. But before we start, I'm going to show you what I call the pink redneck.
Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album, The Humongous Chapstick. AF. Rock on! Amy Slaton shaded the hell out of Amberlynn Reid, okay? In a parody video. And I saw this come up and I was like, is this for real? Now, I
have no idea what he just said, but I'm sure that the man farts glitter. And he's one of those channels that likes to talk about, on a regular basis, I do believe, about the Slaton Sisters and other disgusting channels here on YouTube. Okay, now, here's Tammy admitting to leaving her little dog in a hot car.
But anyways, I have fun. Amy had fun. She said she did. Michael did too. I hope. I feel bad for a little bit because she sat outside in the hot car while we were having fun. But I did, while we were at getting something to eat, I did get a little bit some ice water. So I thought about it, at least. Amy said I was going to get her some water.
Guys, I'm not a fan of little dogs, but I certainly wouldn't leave one in a car on a hot day. Quite frankly, I'm surprised we're not hearing how she did it on purpose to cook the little fellow, so she could scoop him up with burger buns, cover him in cheese, and gobble him right up. How has she not accidentally sat on him, I wonder? Why do equator-wide women buy little dogs? Amberlynn Reid has a little dog, doesn't she? Are they doing this to act as an emergency snack? Or is it because little dogs don't need as much exercise with their little legs? Surprised the dog's name isn't ketchup, or mayo, or cheese, or ranch. Ugh, disgusting. I also heard a story about the other one, you know, Amy, how she used to have a German Shepherd. It lived in her super hot-ass trailer. It escaped while she was doing fat people things in the back. She allegedly ran after it. No one believes that, Amy. No one. You can't run your mouth without running out of breath, let alone actually run after a dog. And then, when she caught the bugger, she took it to the dog pound. And presumably, it's dead. I assume this particular facility was run and operated by Peter. Now, moving on to the second, we simply have to address the story of how Amy met a man in McDonald's for a date, took him to a hotel room, tried to take his virginity. He refused, and not to be rejected or put off by his declining to consent, she bit him! She actually bit the man! She says she was a little bit drunk, and I really hope he was more than just a bit inebriated. Let's have a look!
Y'all know that I had the worst night ever Friday, and it was a horrible night. He met me at McDonald's, where my brother works, because my brother dropped me off. And then we went to a hotel room. Well, everything was going good. He drank 2 Smirnoffs, like the bottles, and he had a 12-pack of Bud Light. I had 4 Smirnoffs, and I was a little drunk, but not much. So he was smoking by himself or whatever, drinking his beer, and then I finally got up and I started loving on him. And then I was trying to give him a hickey because he was a virgin and he never had a hickey before. So I was giving him a hickey and he was like, quit biting me. And I'm like, I'm not biting you. And he was like, yeah, you are. So I bit him. And I was like, that's with teeth. And he got mad and he started cussing this to me. Left bruises all over me. I mean, he didn't hit me, but he pinned me on the bed.
Is it me, or does Amy seem bewildered by the gentleman's reaction to being bit? Were you really that hungry, chunky mummy? You couldn't have called for room service, so you tried to consume another human being? Did you even at least try to apply some barbecue sauce first? Good lord. Okay, so dog abuse and McDonald's guy, that's not enough for you. I can tell that you're hungry for more, ladies and gents. Well, how about some scams? Now get this, ladies and gents. Amy lied to her audience, telling them that Tammy was dying. And she started a GoFundMe and needed donations. for the funeral expenses. This included a larger coffin.
Hold on, y'all. Last night, they put Tammy on life support. So her oxygen dropped down to the teeth. Her lungs are giving out, and I set up a trust fund, a GoFundMe account. If y'all can donate a penny, nickel, dime, I'll be so happy. With Tammy being so big, if something does happen, her coffin is gonna cost them more because they have to triple the size of the coffin.
Yeah, so as you can see when you pop over to her channel, she's not freaking dead, people! That video is unlisted, by the way. I'm not entirely sure how they haven't been arrested yet. Someone even told me that they are on disability benefits whilst making a killing on YouTube and having lots of gifts bought and sent to them. Not entirely sure how that happens. Speaking of which, Alex isn't, so support the channel today by purchasing some merchandise and becoming a channel member. All the cool kids are doing it. Look at this Lord Bear mug. It's fabulous. Fabulous. It even has my face on it. Okay, shameless shill out of the way. Okay, what's left? We've done the scam, the lies, the abuse, McDonald's guy. Oh, wait. The bullying. I've heard of the sisters flagging videos that criticize them heavily. So make sure you download this video just in case, folks. And there was one video in particular that I watched a while ago when I had first heard of these behemoths. Tammy uploaded an anti-bullying video. Hilarious, really. Someone who actively bullies her own family members, telling them to shut up all the time, being rude in general, and producing and uploading an anti-bullying PSA video. By the way, she seems to think that Robin Williams committed suicide because he was bullied. This is incorrect. She's a moron. Robin Williams had suffered with bipolar, severe depression, Parkinson's, and even had Lewy body dementia. The man should have been in full-time care. But this kind of thing happens, doesn't it, ladies and gents? It does happen, unfortunately. Anyways, let's watch a bit of this, shall we?
Hi, fans. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. My name's Tammy. I'm Amy. That's my sister. So today we're going to talk about bullying, suicide thoughts, suicidal, all that nonsense. Stuff? That ain't what I meant to say. All that kinds of stuff is what I was trying to say. All my life we've been bullied. It didn't get real bad until probably high school. They throw little pennies and nickels, dimes, stuff like that at me. I told them once that they don't keep, they throw the money at me, throw the dollar bills. Dollar bill, I'm serious. They kept throwing $20 bills. What'd you do, bend over and show your butt? I'm kidding.
Sign it like anonymous from your secret admirer or some shit.
Anyways, you know,
you didn't bully more.
You get some bullcrap like
I
that.
laughed about it.
Of course you did.
But if it was me, I'd understand, you know. Like, I thought they would be calling it be a pig or something. But that just motivates me to lose weight even more. Call me a pig all you want, honey.
Can I talk?
I don't give
Shut up.
shit.
See? And look at those comments. People see you for what you are, Tammy. A big fat bully. And guys, there are so many more dramas and God knows what else, but I think I've made my point here. Anyway, let's move on to my conclusions. ladies and gents, today we have learned a lot about the Slaton Sisters. We had some fun too. And what's interesting is that I didn't show them doing anything particularly disgusting. There are at least 2 dedicated channels who regularly archive and upload either their content or funny compilations of the sisters. There is a lot more, but guys, I've had enough of these 2 and their barely readable language. I mean, even YouTube struggles with the built-in subtitle system to translate what it is they're saying. Both Tammy and Amy really do need to step back, hopefully not onto the dog, and take a look in the mirror if it's big enough. Both seem to possess a few toxic traits, you know? An awful lot of arrogance, which is surprising from these 2. Must be bravado used to cover up serious insecurities. They need to learn how to look after animals, or just not have them at all. They need to hold their hands up and admit their wrongdoings, and whilst they're there, drop their Twinkies. But ladies and gents, it's time for me to disappear, put my feet up, and think of ways to get back at Alex. So thank you very much for watching today's video. All the ways in which you can support both Alex and myself are linked in the description. Smash that like button, and please share the video around with your friends. I've been Lord Bear, Alpha and Omega, and I'll see you filthy peasants soon. Cheerio!